So we're going to leave that one for now, which is Tropical Fuzz, I think the region is. And we're going to start a brand new region for today. Now, I haven't actually tried any of these deserty, desolate landscapes yet, so I'm kind of thinking that that's what we'll be starting with. If you join the chat room, feel free to say hello and whatnot. Give me some ideas on what you might want us to go ahead with. But seeing as how things are pretty quiet at the minute, I'm going to be making a lot of the choices myself. So we've got the Rambling Badlands, which is, if we just 14 cities and 2 great works. Let me just have a quick look at that. I want to just see the we won't actually, if we can see this for, I just wanted to see where the cities were, but I think it's a bit big anyway for our purposes tonight. Or we've got Desolation, the most prominent pockmark on the face of this region is Fallout Epicenter, a smouldering ruin of a site. I'm thinking that, like I said, it'll be my first deserty region, so it'll be something new to go. And seeing as how we are in Desolation, perhaps a good title for our region will be Desolate Fuzz. Yeah, it seems to be tradition that I have Fuzz at the end of all my region names, so we'll stick to that for now, I think. We're going to go for a private region, so that it's just going to be myself playing. We won't be going for sandbox mode. I've never actually tried sandbox mode in all my time of playing this game, but I haven't heard great things about it. Or the land is upgraded or something straight from the start to high wealth. At least I think that's how it used to be. Whether it still is, I'm not too sure. But not very ideal for our purposes. Alright, now we need to choose the city. And we've got a choice of 7. The Great Works is located here. I think we'll probably want to start off with something fairly simple and flat, with a little bit of water around. So as you can see, there's very little water there. We won't be starting off with that one. We've got a little bit of water here. Nice flat landscape, but for our first city, need a fair bit more water than that, I'll tell you. Okay, so I'm starting to see a running trend here with the cities in this region. Wow. Okie dokie. White Sand Springs seems to be our best choice. We've got a lot of water here, which is pretty much essential, as I said, for the first city of a region. And hopefully then you can trickle that water off to the rest of the cities as and when you need be. The landscape looks a bit of a mess, so we're going to have some fun sorting that out, I think, placing roads and stuff. But we'll go ahead and claim this place, White Sand Springs, and see how we get on. I've clicked the claim button, but nothing seems to be happening at the moment. Ah, that's weird. It wouldn't let me... Oh, right, no, it has. It's created it now. That was strange. It's never done that to me before. Hopefully these servers aren't lagging too much tonight. It's the problem with it being an online-only game. When the maxi servers have trouble, then everybody playing has trouble. An unfortunate side effect, of course, but one which we must live with. Maybe we'll get to build some mega towers today. I was just reading the tip there. I'm not sure whether we'd go for Omega Co or an academy. Apparently you can go for both in one city, if that is what you want to do. And we've got a bit of a long loading time here. Atomising garbage. I've got a feeling that the servers aren't working at peak efficiency, to be honest, because things aren't particularly quick. Ah, here we are, look. Nicely loaded. And look at that. Got a big, massive trench to work with, which should make things interesting. First thing I want to do, excuse me, is delete this excuse of a road. So we're going to pause the game. Bulldoze. We'll delete all that. I like to start things from afresh. If you watched my playthrough, you would have seen me going for the good old centre trick, where we can start building out from the centre. It looks pretty awesome. I might do the same now, only we'll go for a slightly different pattern when we begin building, I think. So if we build to there, hopefully it's not going to go too much past that point. Okay, so that's the centre. We're not really going to be able to do a whole lot of building from the centre, because that's exactly where the cliff goes down, which is going to make things a little bit on the tricky side. Right, we do want to connect our roads up, our highways. In fact, we'll wait before we do that, because I might end up deleting some of these once we've got our basic design started. So, should we start with low density? Or should we go straight for the low density street as opposed to the low density road? Low density road is certainly cheaper, but we'll be upgrading it so quickly that it might not actually be worth it in the long run. So I think we'll start with a low density street. And, right, that's dead centre of the map. Which, as I've said, and now that I've thought about it, is probably pretty pointless knowing about, because we're not going to really go for a very good symmetrical design with this kind of landscape. But we'll see how we get on, shall we? Yeah, we'll go for a... We'll start here, I think. We'll go to about there. Let's just upgrade that bit. Actually, let's not. Right, okay. That's not working too well at the minute. What's happened to the grid lines? There they are. Right, okay. What I am going to do then, just to make things easier, is delete. Yeah, I know it's annoying, but we're going to delete that. And delete some of this as well. All I wanted to know is where the centre was, and we know that now. So get rid of all of that, and we've spent 7,000 simoleons already, just to get this and this random thing, which has ended up pretty random. So all very good. Not. Anyway. Right, so this is the centre, gotcha. We'll go to about there. Just trying to think. There, I think. Ah, I don't want to be uncurved for that little bit though. Yeah. Oh, where's it gone? My thing's just disappeared. My lines, my grid lines. It's got to be about there anyway, hasn't it? That'll do. Right. And now I will delete the other bits of road. Don't worry, I've got an idea of what I'm doing. I know it all seems pretty random at the moment, but it'll all make sense in the end, I hope. We'll connect that up there. Arced roads, yes. I think that's what we want. That's not exactly taking shape as I thought it would. Come on. Okay, what we'll do is we'll go for the straight. Maybe if we connect them together, it'll do that for us then. The thing I want it to do, which it doesn't seem to be doing. I wanted it to have a bit of a bigger curve than it's getting. Will that connect up? Let's hope so. Yeah, it will. That's good. We've got a better curve going now. Hello, Dan Beach, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, no, please don't do this. No. Right, we'll need to maybe just delete that bit there. Go back onto roads. There we go, look. The road has sort of got a split in it. That's got to be connected, hasn't it? Yeah, it's got to be. Okay. Well, there's a start to the city. If we delete this, because that's just ended up in a random place now. I wasn't thinking when I built that. We'll connect a dirt road, which is fairly cheap, to there. And these roads will be deleted, these dirt roads, so they are only temporary. And to there, which is why I'm not too concerned about the mess they look in. And now we can really think about starting to zone. Of course, we're going to want to zone residential to begin with. Low wealth residential to be precise. No one can get here. What are you talking about? Or do we need to unpause it maybe? Yeah, there we go. Right then. Let's start on the outside, shall we? Oh, no, that's okay. We'll start on the outside, yeah. Start with a few houses there, I think. Ah, Dan Beach, you've only just discovered the channel. Well, that's very nice of you to leave me that kind of feedback, so thank you very much. I hope you carry on enjoying the videos and the content that I put out. Right, let's speed things up a bit here. We'll go straight on to cheetah speed. No point messing around with whatever the other speeds are, is there, when you want things to get built. So we'll get some houses moved in and see what happens to the zoning. But it's going down now. Oh, one thing I haven't checked yet, and I probably should have done by now, is see where the water table leaves us. Water's all down here. It would be, wouldn't it? Because that's where the river is. That's pretty annoying, in all honesty. So we're going to have to come out here with the dirt road and come down to there. We could probably put some industrial down here as well at some point. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stay a bit straighter, please, than that. Thank you. That looks good. Good a place as any. I'm just thinking, because we're going to need power, excuse me, where the wind is blowing because of the pollution. Ah, right, okay, wind's blowing up this way. So industrial is really going to have to go across this kind of area. I mean, it's probably going to blow pollution over our region, but... Oh, no, it's not. The region's over there. That's good, then. We are, however, going to need some more dirt roading. I'm going to come out a little bit more just so we've got room to expand on that other side. Otherwise they'll be complaining when we increase the density that they can't expand. Trust me, I've seen it all before. And we're still losing money, 19 simoleons per hour. That's because we have no commercial and no industrial. We do have a little bit of light commercial demand, so I think we'll plop some of that in now. We fill these couple of squares up. We'll see if that satisfies our sims. And we're going to get some shops built. Thank you very much. Sewage. We are going to want around here. And power. It's quite a windy area, isn't it? So I'm thinking we should start with a wind power plant, seeing as how it's so cheap. A coal one would have pretty much wiped us out of fundage, which from the get-go wouldn't have been very useful indeed. So we've got water, we've got power, we've got residential, and we've got some commercial as well, so people can go to the shops and buy all their food. We'll want to get some more of that down later, make us some extra money. In fact, we want to get some more down now because there's still some demand for it. Plump that down there. You don't actually want more commercial than you've got residential. Usually you want a lot less commercial than residential, or that just won't work. Yeah, I do like the Yogscast actually. I don't really get a lot of time to watch other YouTubers anymore because of work and whatnot, and now that I'm doing my own channel, I'll try and put as much time into it as I can. But no, the Yogscast are pretty darn awesome, it's got to be said. Can't deny that. Funny. Right, Right, okay, government buildings. Town hall, of course, very, very important. We will, of course, need to place it somewhere that it can be expanded against later. So, I'm thinking down here a bit. Or should we put it where we're going to yeah, we'll put it down here. And then we can start building medium density stuff around here later as well, which the town hall should, in fact, improve. I'm going to have that on that side because of the train track. That's cool. Just to confirm as well for anybody typing messages, there is a delay of about 20 seconds, 25 seconds. So I'm not ignoring you if I don't respond straight away, but yeah, that's the reason. Right, we can name the city. I'll do that a bit later, I should think. At the minute, I just want to make sure we can get into a profit because we're now losing 254 simoleons per hour. Which is expected. You always start off by losing some. We need a bit of light residential and a bit of medium wealth residential. So we'll carry on building on the roads we have. The only problem with building on these curved roads is that on the inside you can't really expand later to go to higher density. But to have a city without any curvature, I think just looks very, very, well, just looks the same as every other city then, doesn't it? So it's a sacrifice you need to make if you want things to look prettier as you go on. Right, so we've got more residents now, we've got 90. And we've got a little bit of medium wealth popping up that's needed. So we'll pop that. If we just go on to land value, has the town hall increased it? It has a bit, but not by a whole amount. So we'll put some down there. And I'm thinking a park, just to boost that value up. I mean, if we want to spend 800, we could go for a part that will help futurise our city as well. Well, at least this part of the city. There we go, look. We're getting some new buildings already. And as more people move in, that should hopefully alleviate our deficit. So what have we got now? We've got a little bit of commercial. Oh, sorry, my nose is itching a bit. A little bit of commercial. Bit of residential. Got our town hall, an athletic centre, water tower, and wind power. So we're going to be looking at sewerage and other services at some point. Yeah, good point, adding things on like the AR Sports Centre. Is that what that is? I think so, yeah. But yeah, no, it's good advice. We do want to get the area boosted as much as possible. How are we on demand? Still need some more low wealth demand. Residential even. So we'll build that down here. We'll go for one more, I think, see how that gets on. And we might... yeah, I'm not going to build any parks around here because that'll turn it into medium wealth, and I don't particularly want this as medium wealth because we don't have much demand in that way. Although low wealth demand is going down. We could do with a bit of commercial though. Just adding bit by bit. If we can do this without taking out a bond, then awesome. If not, then oh well. You get power lines on the dirt roads, but not on the other roads. Weird. They're put on automatically. You don't have to actually put them on, by the way. It's just sort of like a cosmetic thing, of course. How are we for industrial? Is there any demand for it? Yes. No, there isn't. But we are getting some more residential demand, which is good. The more people we get in, then the more likely we have of increasing our chances for profit. Now, I hope I haven't gone overboard there with the amount of low wealth residential. Put a bit of medium wealth in there. And people are going to start protesting about the lack of sewerage now, aren't they? Hey, look, we finally hit a profit. Plus 35 simoleons per hour. That's awesome. Sewage outflow pipe, that's what we want. I'm trying to think where to put it because we're going to be deleting this wind power plant in the not so distant future and replace it with coal or oil. Probably coal. So I'll put that there just to leave that expansion room. I'm not surprised that our profit's gone after doing that though. Get some more commercial going. It's weird, when you first start the city, that's the hardest part of the game, and it's not exactly difficult in any way, shape or form. But once you start making a few thousand simoleons per hour, you can pretty much do what you want when you want then. Yeah, I'm going to add some industrial. It's a good point. The demand for it has only just gone up though, so they probably would have been complaining that there was no jobs, or you know what they're like. Very moany bunch, the Sims in this game. Right then, let's go for one more. They're not exactly rushing to get that started. And we need some more medium wealth. So what I think we're going to do is put some more residential down here. And stick some of the parks around it that will hopefully boost it up. We'll stick that in, but it hasn't been enough to raise the land value just enough yet. So maybe if we stick in a good old pond. Yeah, that's done the trick, look. We'll get some medium wealth going on there. What I might do is just pop the taxes up a bit. It's usually a good thing to do at the start of the game, just to go for a short-term measure of boosting up your money. Go for 12%. They won't like it, but it stops us from staying in that deficit. I'm not sure actually how long I'll be streaming for. It's a good question. Pretty much till people get bored, they start leaving. Or if I get tired or whatnot, then I'll probably call it quits. But it's really just an experiment tonight because I'm just sort of learning the ropes of streaming myself. This is only my second stream on Twitch. But it went well-ish. So I thought I'd give it another go. Right, we need to get some clinics in. But the problem is we don't have 20,000 simoleons, so I think we can wait and spend our money on more important stuff. Let's get the demand fulfilled. We need some more industrial. In fact, they haven't actually started building on the industrial I've given them. Okay, we'll go for some more residential then, which they're also asking for. Yeah, we're getting these annoying little gaps because of the curvature. Right, what are people complaining about? Taxes are too high. Yes, I know. Not much I can do about that. Let's just zoom in and look at the beauty of the desolate Fuzz. Well, that's the name of the region actually. The city is White Sand Springs. We've got all these futuristic roads now because of building the AR Athletic Centre. And these futuristic roads include these straws for lampposts, which is interesting. And we're actually making a decent profit at last. Right then, let's start fulfilling some more of that demand. Are we getting some industrial built up yet? Yes, we are. Although, no, we've got it going. Good. that will help raise the profits. Right, we need to build more commercial and more residential. So let's just go for the residential first. I can just go all along there. And commercial, right. I'm not going to build any more road over here, I don't think, because we'll need this space for expansion later because of the stupid cliff that they've given us. So what I am thinking is how we can make this city look quite pretty. Maybe if we go out a bit around and back in, that would be pretty awesome. Seems like the obvious thing to do anyway, doesn't it? So we'll pause the game while we delete this road, otherwise we're going to cut the city off from water. And bring that up there. Up to about there, I think. We'll just connect it up. Oh no, we'll do that with the dirt road, so I know that it's temporary, that bit. And we'll start playing again. We'll press play. It was only so that we didn't cut the city off from water, which we would have done. Go for arc. I mean, we could just follow the line. It seems to be coming out a bit more than I expected it to. Let's say about there, shall we? And we'll just connect that up there. Actually, I need to turn this round because I don't think that's quite the way there yet, is it? No, it's not. Right, okay. I have messed this up a bit. I know. Let's just pause again because people aren't going to be able to access what we need them to access. Let's arc up. Yeah, that's more like it. And then we'll connect back up again. There we go. And now we've got a nice bit of road to expand with. And look at that, a nice tidy profit now, 1,000 simoleons per hour. Business is okay, business is okay. I do want to think about building a clinic, but I don't really want to have to take a bond measure out. Although I might have to think about doing that if we don't make some more money quickly. Right, we need medium wealth. What's it called? Commercial. So maybe we could build some of that over here. There we go. That should hopefully help with that. More industrial. And of course more residential. Okay. There's your industrial. Ah, we will be able to build that clinic in just a moment. But first, let's see what we've got here. Low wealth and medium wealth. Right, you can have that. And just trying to think maybe we could stick some medium wealth that's not going to interfere with the low wealth. I'll tell you what, we'll put a park in the middle there. Another athletic centre. We've got two of them already there, haven't we? We'll stick that there where it's harder to expand. Ah, that's okay. Look, people are expanding into medium wealth now, so I don't need to put anything else in. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't already, you can go ahead and favourite my Twitch channel. That will just keep you updated with new streams and whatnot, and it supports me, if you like what I do, of course. Right, so waste disposal. That's probably going to have to go ahead of health, or people are going to get particularly displeased. Oh, we're making a nice profit now. Where should we stick our rubbish? Over here. Seems reasonable. Ah, not enough room there. Looks like there's plenty of room. Okay, there will do then. And we'll just wait a moment and then we'll be able to put that clinic in. After which we'll probably be thinking about building a school or something, or a fire station. One or the other. We've only got a population of 360 though, so I don't want to put a school in just yet. What? I said there was a problem with the servers, didn't I? I hope we haven't lost that, I really do. Why would it do this when I'm live streaming? Would I like to roll back my city? Not particularly, but if you're not going to give me a choice, let's just close that a second, try again. Your city is rolling back to the last successfully processed state. This may take a few minutes. Yay for always online, don't you just love it? How annoying. How long is this going to take? Well, it says it might take a few minutes, but I'm quite impatient. I was just getting into the swing of it then. Well, while we're waiting for that, I suppose we should think about what we're doing. We've just gone into a profit as well, so I'm kind of hoping that we're not going to lose that. We was making about 1,500 simoleons per hour. We just thought about putting in a clinic. It was the one thing we was really needing quite desperately at the time. So we'll certainly do that if and when we get back in. Dan Beach says put in an excitatorium. I'm not sure where I get that from actually. I don't think I've seen that. Is that one of the parks? Well, we'll have a look at it when we can. Maybe I'll just have a look at one of my other cities, see if they're working okay. I don't want to look at that because that's the one I'm using for the Let's Play. Let's make sure. Oh, right, we can play it now. 50,000 simoleons and 0 population. That's not good. Oh my goodness. This will be annoying if it's empty. I've got a feeling it is, you know. No, it's not. Okay, that's annoying. We've lost all the work we did on this road. But at least it didn't actually destroy everything we've done. I wonder what happened there then. Maxis, that is annoying, I have to say. Right, well, there's no point moaning about it now, is there? We can only start again where we left off. So it looks like I was in the process of building that curvature. Ah, it's one of the parks that makes the roads and whatnot around it futurised. Okay, we'll have a look at that. Seeing as how we've had a rollback forced upon us, we might be able to change a couple of things. But I do want to get that curvature back that we had. I liked it. And we didn't lose that much in the end, did we? Okay, we need to get the straight going first, I would say. Yeah, up to there, please. And connect up. And you can connect up too. Right, so if I go into parks. Oh, right, yeah. So it's good for futurising the basic houses and shops without increasing land value. I like it. Good idea. We'll have to destroy some houses, but oh well. Stick it on the inside because that's where the expansions don't really take place anyway. So you may as well. You're not going to really lose out on that. Did we get... Oh. We did have commercial down here, didn't we? Or am I forgetting what we did? Well, what's our demands again? Yeah, medium wealth commercial. That's what we did have down here, so we'll put that back in. And our garbage has gone. What is going on? Right then, we'll stick that back in now. Because I know people are going to ask for it, because they were asking for it before. That'll do. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Industrial, yeah, give you some more industrial, not a problem. I'm happy to oblige in that. And residential and more medium commercial. Whoa, 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 whoa. A little bit too much there, I'd say. That's more like it. And yeah, now we need to start adding in some more residential. No! Stop doing that. No! That's it. Right, okay. That's more like it. Okay, so there's residential of the light variety. And oh right, last time I put one of the medium wealth boosters there, didn't I? I'll tell you what then, we'll do some of that up here. We'll go for some of these cheap ones because we can stick that excitatorium in. That's not going to be enough to boost the land value, I don't think. Boosts it a little bit, but not all the way. There we go, got that nice darker patch now. That will help with the medium wealth demand. We still need low wealth. So we'll start with that there. And even some more industrial as well. Let's make sure we've got enough to build at least another factory. Another factory or two. And I think we're just about ready now to start saving up for our clinic. Which is weird because before the rollback people were going manic for one. Now they don't seem to care one way or another. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's get back onto the cheetah speed. Thought things were moving a little bit slowly there. Cool, pretty awesome. Right, and look, our profit has gone back up again. Maxis tried to defeat us, but they failed. They tried to break our spirits, but couldn't. And we want some medium wealth commercial. So what I'm going to do is stick in... We'll stick one of these things in. That will just futurise some good stuff. And we'll stick in some of this, like that there. And there. What? Where did our commercial demand just go? Oh, it's because of these other ones that have just moved in, I guess, isn't it? Okay, well. We'll get some of that in. I want to try and leave some room for mega cities later. It would be nice anyway. It would be useful. What I could start doing as well, I'm thinking, is actually upgrade the roads, which will give us more expansion room because we won't be building more roads just yet, but it will also increase the density and fulfill some of this increasing demand that we're now witnessing. Okay, right, we need a little bit of medium commercial, but a heck of a lot more low wealth residential. But we need to get that clinic in. Let's get that clinic in, shall we? We've got the money for it now, just about. We do need to try and leave some room for throwing some ambulances in later. Oh look, people like that. They like the clinic. I guess health treatment is important. Is that going to open up? Start saving people's lives? Yeah, I'm sure it will in a minute, won't it? Right then. So, where are we with low wealth? I'm just going to check the land value map. Because most of these houses now are actually falling into the medium wealth. Okay, here. Let's try upgrading that road, see if that actually does anything. Medium density street. Might as well do that as well. Yeah, that's a good point actually, using a separate road system with the towers, and you can connect them all via the sky bridge as well once you've researched it. And it'd be cool as well because we can have a, this isn't actually related to the towers, but you can have the Maglev above the roads as well, which will help with traffic problems. Okay, upgrading those roads didn't seem to have any effect on our demand. People don't seem to care about increasing density from what I can see. So maybe we'll bring the curvature of the road back around here. And then we can start adding in some more of that residential that we need so badly. Just trying to get this right if we can. There, is it? There, okay. That's it. We're sort of getting a nice shaped city here, despite the fact we've got this awful precipice cliff thing that's going to really interfere with our design. But I'm pretty chuffed with the way things are going so far. And look at this profit now. We haven't even got 500 people and we're making 2,000 simoleons per hour. I think we're going to need to drop the taxes down a little bit. Or people are going to get a tad bit miffed. I know I would. We'll drop them down to 11% for now. There's no abandoned buildings, is there? No, I thought I saw one, that's all. Okay, right then. So, let's start getting some of this demand down. Land value, please. Where are you? There you are. Okay, we'll start here with low wealth. A bit more than that. Yeah, let's just go all the way. Let's just go the whole hog. And we'll probably have this area here as medium wealth. We do have some medium wealth demand, so we'll stick some parks in now. But we'll put some of these excitatoriums in. Get some futurisation going. And over here we'll stick in a large skate park. Good idea. I don't want it too close to that house so it won't expand in density. Okay, we'll bring that there. we stick a little tree thing in? Yeah, of course we can. That's given us more medium wealth land value to work with. Stick that in. And that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I was thinking about putting some music on. But the only problem is I do like to upload the clips to YouTube as well afterwards. Seeing as how that's where most of my viewership is. Because I've only just started streaming, so I haven't built up an audience yet. But as soon as I put music in, then there goes the idea of putting anything on YouTube, unfortunately. Unless, of course, I don't mind my channel being closed within a few hours, which is probably what YouTube would do. They're nice like that. But no, it's a good idea. As soon as I think of a way around it, maybe find some non-copyrighted music or whatever. Or just when I get a nice audience so that I don't need to put everything on YouTube, then that would be a good thing to do. Right, we've got some traffic problems here. We might have to expand this road to a higher density, but I like having the dirt roads because they actually remind me which is temporary and which isn't, and which is actually part of the design. The dirt roads aren't part of our design. But the traffic's gone now, so that's cool. Didn't stay around long. Still got a lot of low wealth residential needed. And I don't know why some of these aren't just expanding their density. Let's increase the density here. Maybe that will do something. High density. Oh, I've already built medium density by mistake. I thought that was low density. Oh well. Well, they can expand if they want to then. I'm guessing that'll come later. Okay, we'll just stick in some more residential, I guess. We'll go to about there. And then we'll stick in some commercial as well. Well, I didn't check the land value then. Was that low wealth? Because that's what we needed. Yeah, it is. That's good. Good job, really. And thanks to Simcity's fantastically sized cities, we are already using quite a bit of space up. I'm not complaining. Sometimes I just zoom in and just look around, think, you know, would I live here? Probably not, because, well, it's all a bit cartoony, isn't it? I'd be like living in a computer game. We're getting quite a bit of fundage in, which is good. But this residential demand is being absolutely, well, very, very demanding, in fact. The residential demand is being demanding. I don't want to have curvature going all the way out though, that's the only thing. I'm thinking if we bring some round here, we could connect it straight. Because we're not obviously going to be able to curve it round the, well, round the cliff. What kind of city am I building? Well, this is the first city in the region, so I'm probably not going to be specialising too much in it. I am going to be going for an academy though, as and when the time calls for it, rather than concentrating on the Amiga production. Anyway, let's delete this and find out what it is we can do with the design here. Yeah, we're going to need some fire services shortly. Okay. That park's in an annoying place. I might have to delete that. We'll put it back in. It's only one of the cheap ones. Okay, we've got fire somewhere. There, look. Let's pause a sec. Where's medium wealth land? I'll tell you what, we'll put it around here once I've established the road system. We build that just to about there. How do I get the grid lines up? I thought it was control. That's also in an annoying place. I would have liked that to go straight down there. I think we will do that. Goodbye to that thing. We'll put another one in. I don't want to destroy the land value, in all honesty. I think we targeted that pretty well, to be fair. And we'll get a fire station going in that area to replace the park. Let's stick one more fire truck in, because I never like only having one. I know it costs more money, but one fire truck just doesn't seem to be enough in any way, shape or form, does it? So hopefully the fire station will raise the land value for the skate park we just removed. And if they could please get going, I'm putting out fires here. Oh well, we're too slow with those, not to worry. And demand. Is that all okay now? Is that open? Ready to respond to fires? Yep. Let's open up the land value again. We'll go around there. Might as well do some there as well. I don't think there's any point doing it down here. I can't anyway. But there'll be nothing being built there, I can guarantee it. Almost guarantee it. Right, can we get the land value increased? Just for that bit. What have we got in the way of sports? Let's stick another athletic centre in, shall we? Futurise this area. Oh yeah, good point. I could put a sign and a flag in at the fire station. Just let me get this residential in, and we'll have a look at the other demands in just a moment. I mean, I don't think these actually do anything anyway, do they? But they look pretty. Just in case you couldn't tell before, then you can almost certainly tell now what this place is. Oh, can we upgrade? Oh, I need to connect that road again. Can we upgrade our town hall? Oh no, it's 5,000 residents we need. Yeah, we'll connect this just to help out with the traffic flow. Just like that. Maybe with the entrance to the city, put a double road system. I'm not sure what that means, a double road system. I've got both of these roads connected. I mean, it's an interesting thought, but I'm not actually sure what you mean by that, sorry. Right then, okay. We need some industrial, commercial and medium, and we're starting to need high wealth residential as well. Right, we'll just build that down there. How are we on power? Is this little wind power plant still enough to power our city? Yeah, we've got a bit of an excess going, which is awesome. We don't need to waste any money putting a coal in just yet. Where are we going to stick some light commercial? I guess we could put... Oh no, that's medium wealth there, isn't it? Although we could put some medium wealth, excuse me, residentially. Just down there. That should hopefully fix any issues we had with that sort of demand. And commercial. I'm kind of thinking if we have more straight here, and then we a long circular part up to there, and then sort of connect straight. Just trying to make it look interesting. I don't particularly like it. I used to do it myself, so I'm not complaining about other people that do it, but I don't particularly like it when a city is just like square, just block after block after block. Every city in the region just doesn't look right. Ah, we've actually got some higher density buildings being built. And we have got some built already. I didn't even notice that. We upgraded these roads a while back, and yeah, didn't actually notice. So before we start upgrading roads again, building new roads, let's upgrade some. Such as this here. Go on. I'll spend 1300 simoleons. May as well do it here as well. And that bit's going to feel left out if we don't, isn't it? Medium, that's done. Okay, that'll do. I do need to think about sticking in some policing. Just going to check the comments a sec, 'cause I haven't read them for a minute, so... That little bit of area down by the river, maybe turn that into a rich area with an elite mega tower. Ah, very, very interesting thought down here. I haven't really looked at this part yet, apart from sticking our water tower in. But yeah, we could stick a elite mega tower in later. Let's just remind myself how much they cost. 224,000 simoleons, but we do need to get some high wealth in there already before we can build that. So maybe, if we've got any high wealth demand yet? We have got a little bit. That's pretty awesome. If we start putting some down, we could actually preempt the whole having to get high wealth in later. Where am I? I've got myself confused now. No, city view. It was city specialisation I was looking at, wasn't it? Right, what do we need to do to build an academy, by the way? Have 5 high wealth residential buildings. And then to build the elite mega tower, we need... Town hall upgraded to city hall. Okay, well, that won't take long to do, I should think. So, with our 3,000 simoleons per hour, maybe we could start doing a high wealth expansion. Somebody says to increase the, or to upgrade the industrial area. Yeah, I was thinking that because it's still got low density. Dirt road, and the only thing is, there's no industrial demand. I don't suppose it matters, I could sort of force it in, and then it'll just ask for more residential. So what I'll do is upgrade the road first of all, I think, to medium density. That won't do anything yet, but it will hopefully help us later on. Whew. Bit expensive, but there we have it. Let's get rid of that as well. I don't like little bits of dirt on their own. And we'll stick some industrial in. I'm not going to go mad on industrial just yet. I know it's good, but... I thought I just put a... Oh, will you stop doing that? Right, thank you. Right, okay, we'll get some more factories in there. We are making a nice bit of money, though, it's got to be said. For this early in the game, that's not too bad in any way, shape, or form. Okay. Right, we was looking at getting some high wealth in, wasn't we? So let's start with low density. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't just start building roads until I know what sort of design we're going for. So I've got a bit of a cold, by the way, which is why I keep scratching my nose and coughing. I'm on the recovery end of it, but it's still there and still annoying. Yeah, some good ideas there, Dan. Thank you. Okay, right. So what am I doing? Right, designing. Let's just close this a sec because it's going to end up drawing roads that I don't want to be drawn. Right, we're going to need space for a mega tower, which takes up a heck of a lot of space. So I'm thinking, if we bring the road round here, the only thing is we do want to be able to connect the mega tower on multiple sides. I'm thinking the mega tower is going to have to go here. We're going to have the road quite close to the beach and to the border though in order to fit it in, because I tell you they use up a lot of space. What I'm going to do, because we'll end up deleting this water tower later anyway, I'm going to bring that right down to the end, because I'm thinking I'm going to put the mega tower here. I just really hope there's going to be enough room for it. We'll bring the road down. Let's just delete that bit actually, because I want a bit of curvature going. I don't want it too rigid. Yeah, something like that I think looks good. And a bit more curvature there. Can we build a bridge up to get up there? Or is it only going to be connected by this one passage here? Yeah, who knows. Right, anyway. Maybe we could build a little block at this point. What we'll do is just have housing on one side rather than both. It is annoying. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go for straight. We could go down there and build some housing over on this side as well later, but I just want to leave us some flexibility for building the mega tower when we come to do it. So I think we're getting somewhere. We definitely don't want a bridge there because we want to be able to build onto it. So we'll have that there, yeah, like that. That'll do, look. So we can expand there with some high wealth stuff. And hopefully when we've deleted that water tower and that road later, there'll be enough space to plonk the mega tower. If that doesn't work, then, well, I'll be miffed to say the least, after all that effort. Right, we need to do something with this dirt road, but I don't know if that's the design I want. Whoa, we need some more fire engines in. What is going on here? Okay, we need police as well. Yeah, we seriously need some police. Too much crime, medium wealth, they don't like that sort of thing. We'll add another fire truck in. Add a bell. Right then, now what am I doing here with the good stuff? So I'm trying to think where to put the police station. We're going to be coming off that way, aren't we? That's almost a certainty. What was that? I didn't recognise that. Was that under police? Oh, it's Voo Tower. Yeah, I don't ever bother with that. Right. Oh, that stupid park's there, look. Okay, we'll just come off there. Oh no, it's because we're uncurved. What is going on? Oh, it's because we're too close to the intersection. I'm going to delete this stupid park. I don't always think when I place things. I need to start thinking more. Right, and before I do that, we'll delete some of this. Let's pause, because we're going to be getting a bit messy here if we're not careful. Where's my control? My marker's gone again. We'll just have to guess. We'll go for that. It doesn't need to be as big as or as wide as the other. Oh, please don't start this again. Please, please, please. No, no. Maxis, sort your bloody servers out. Yeah, that's a good point. I know you can build bridges and whatnot, but I was just trying to make sure that I could leave room for the towers and stuff. Right. Oh, I don't believe this has happened again. That is so annoying. Why would it do it on the night where I'm streaming? Sorry about this, folks. We seem to be having some server issues here with Simcity. So my city is once again in the process of being rolled back. Hopefully we won't lose too much. But last time we did lose a couple of minutes work, so who knows, maybe we'll have to rebuild all that high wealth stuff again. Oh dear. I'm having fun though actually doing this live stream. I've got 11 viewers, which you know isn't exactly hundreds, but it's pretty awesome. It's more than I thought actually. Since I've got a brand new Twitch account, nobody really knows about it. So thanks guys to those who have tuned in, I really appreciate it. And I will of course stick this onto YouTube afterwards, since I've got like 3,000 subscribers on that on YouTube. But I would like to build up the audience on Twitch also. I'm a bit slow at getting onto the old streaming stuff. So hopefully it's not too late for me to catch up with everybody else who's streaming. Is this done yet? Nope. Maybe if we just sort of stroll around a bit. If we go somewhere else, click but don't play. No, we're still waiting. I do want to upload stuff to YouTube tomorrow. The only thing is I haven't actually got anything recorded yet. I want to do an episode of my YouTube SimCity Let's Play, which is not this, it's this one, Serenity Fuzz. Paniolo Pointe. I would like to get an episode of that done if I can. Also, I might do some live streaming on Lego Marvel Superheroes a bit later, and I'll get that on YouTube as well tomorrow. So yeah, I've definitely got plans, but it's cool that you've got a day off actually. Sadly I haven't, so I do need to get as much in tonight as I can, so that I've got stuff tomorrow to upload. Right, should we see if this is done yet? Oh come on, Maxis, why are you doing this to me? Yeah, like I said, I've never actually experienced this in SimCity. I've heard obviously about the whole problems with rollbacks and stuff, but I mostly heard about that on the launch of the original game earlier in the year. I actually avoided playing SimCity for about a month after it was released because it was just full of problems. So it's a bit of a shame to see that sort of stuff coming back. To be honest, this game, it has its issues, there's no doubt about that, and I don't think anyone would deny that. But there is also a lot of fun to be had. I have to relog. I don't think I had to relog a minute ago, did I? Or did I? The last time I did it. I'm just going to try because... Oh no, I've gone to the YouTube Let's Play city. So... Oh no, I haven't. It's entered into the city we were playing. I'm so confused. Let's see. Let's cross our fingers and see what the game saved for us. Well, straight away I can see we've got bugger all in the way of high wealth. Yay for having to rebuild stuff. What have we got here? Cause building fire. What I'm going to do then, before we... let's delete some of these abandoned buildings. Too much crime. I'm going to get a police station and some more fire engines in before we proceed further. Because last time we built that high wealth road. I mean, the road itself wasn't high wealth, but you know what I mean for the high wealth area. Whoa! Crap! Did I just do that? Oh yeah, that's what you get for not concentrating. We'll delete that quickly, hopefully nobody noticed. Stick that in. Right, I want to expand here, don't I? So we'll delete that park. delete this little bit of road and go for the low density streets. Make sure there's enough room for people to expand. I do want to leave some room for a non-elite mega tower. What are they? Just standard? I don't know what they're called. Yeah, stick that back on. We'll put our police station around here. I can't believe I did that with the fire station. I've got to be honest, I've never done that before. So, I might be a noob, but that's just taking things too far. 7 crimes committed per day. Come on. Get into action, please. Let's stick some more police in. Stick some signs and flags and whatnot in. I know people like seeing those. Good. We didn't lose our expansions. Anything else abandoned? Yep. Low land value. Oh, of course, because we deleted the parks, didn't we? Right, we need to get something back in there pretty pronto, otherwise we're going to start getting too much abandonment here. Well, that didn't do a lot, did it? Go on, have that. And we'll start again here, shall we? Oh, look, we just started building. Just started building. Where's all our profits gone? We was making like 4k, weren't we? Or something close to it. Okay, let's go speeding things up a bit. I don't know why it was so slow. It does it by default, I think. Okay, well, anyway. I want to do this because I want to start getting some high wealth residential in. We have got a bit of demand for it, so it's not like I'm going to be wasting my time doing it. Hopefully I remember what I did last time. We had that around there, didn't we, yet? No. I don't want a bridge. Definitely don't want a bridge. That'll do then. Yes, boy, it's a fun game. Can't deny that. I did play it when it came out. I'm just trying to think. Did I build along this white line earlier? I think I did, didn't I? Just in case we... No, I'm not going to do that. We are going to risk it and hope we can build a mega tower there. And we'll leave some space then. So we'll do that. Okay, we're not getting good curving there. So we'll delete one of those. Don't like that. That's better. You have to play around with it a bit just to get the angle you want, but a bit more curvature there, I think. Would be nice. Oh, didn't like that. That's it. That'll do, look. We can expand in that area, and then I really hope it's going to be enough room for a mega tower, but that is going to be tight. That is going to be tight. Okay, let's start looking at getting some high wealth in. Right, how are we going to boost up our land value? Let's get that on the map. If we go to parks, stick a Millennium Plaza in. Might as well stick one there because we're not going to get much expansion there anyhow. Stick one there as well for the same reason. Don't need to worry about that area because the tower will certainly take care of it. Yeah, look, can we get anything in that little gap? Would be nice if we could. Formal. Ah, that's a shame. Something a little bit smaller would be ideal. Okay, we'll just stick it there. That'll do nicely. And we're just starting to run out of power. I don't think that wind power plant is going to take care of things for too much longer, if I've got to be frank. So we'll be sorting that out at some point. Let's get this high wealth built. We'll start off with this nice area here. And with our 31,000 simoleons, we're going to replace our power plant. So our wind power plant has done us well for this amount of time, but it's about time we say goodnight to it, I think. And wow, I've actually been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes already. Doesn't it go quick? Oh, we need to pause. Otherwise the city's going to be without power. One abandoned building? Where? So much crime, you've got a police station here now. What are you complaining about? The question is, do I want to go for coal or oil? We'll go for coal. It's tradition. What were they complaining about? Or was it just the fact that they didn't have any power? I suppose it could have been, couldn't it? Oh well. Right. Let's get that going. Otherwise we're going to run out of coal. We're not producing our own. There's going to be no way of bringing that road down, surely. No, it's just not going to happen in any way, shape or form. Where were we? Okay, what have we got in the way of commercial demand? We need some light commercial and medium. Wealth, I'm talking. Wealth. And that's handy. We could actually get both along here. Just like that. Why didn't I fill that over? Okay, that's good. How's the policing looking? 7 out of 10 jail cells. Interesting. We've still not actually got enough to upgrade our town hall yet. And people are definitely struggling to get in and out here. So we're going to have to look at changing this road around. And I'm kind of thinking it's looking pretty good the way it is. So we're just going to upgrade it there. And hopefully that will look pretty darn funky in the end. Funky? I don't know why I said funky, but that's alright. What's done is done. Wind direction is that way. Going north from how we're looking out of the region. Look. There. So the power plant and the industrial's all sorted there. And we're getting some good expansions going as well, which is pretty awesome to see. And now we can upgrade our town hall. Question is, what do we want on it? I don't think I want education just yet. We can still build a primary school. Finance, possibly. We can change taxes around then and fiddle about with the amount of money we've got coming in. Safety, I'm not too interested in at the moment. The city's not big enough. Neither am I interested in tourism or transportation. Utilities. It'll be good later, I think. When the water towers aren't enough though, we are going to need to get those water pumping stations in. For now, we'll risk that and stick a finance in, I would say. Yep. And what I'm going to do, we've got low wealth, medium wealth and high wealth taxes. I'm going to drop the high wealth taxes to 10%, no, to 9%, and then up the low wealth to 12%. That's the, as far as I'm aware, it's the best thing to do in SimCity. Make your low wealth taxpayers pay more tax and your high wealth pay less. And with that said, at least that's what I've heard, so we'll see how it goes. Right. Oh, look at these lovely high wealth buildings. Futurised as well, at least up to there. It's futurised. Where are we in ways of academy? If we go to city specialisation, academy. We've got 3 high wealth residential buildings. Let's stick some more in then. Oh. Hit the Windows key then by mistake. Okay. That should give us enough actually to think about putting the academy in, which isn't actually too expensive, is it? Although it will basically just cost money because it's going to need to do research and stuff. 25,000 simoleons. The high wealth I thought was futurised. Oh yeah, it's just this bit here, isn't it? Is it? I did put some of these Millennium Plazas in, but they haven't actually stretched too much. Basic. Can we put it on this side where we're not going to have any houses? Yeah. Has all that been futurised now? You can tell by the roads. Yeah, it has, look, the whole area. Oh no, there's this little bit here, but we'll come to that later. Are people not actually building houses here? Right, let's get some industrial going. I need some more industrial. We bring a path down. We on straight? Yes, we are. I mean, we don't want too much industrial because we're getting quite close to the residential there, so we'll cut it off at that point. And just stick all that in, look at that. Whoa! Industrial demand's just shot right down. And wow, look at the medium wealth residential. Right, let's get some upgrades going here. Let's get some road upgrades going to try and fulfill some of this demand. High density, just have it all. This is where I start spending money now. What's this little bit of road doing here? I wish there was an easier way to upgrade roads. Let's just keep upgrading all this, and I suppose we should upgrade here. I think low density was probably enough, to be honest. I'm not going to even upgrade this yet. There we go, look, we're getting density increases already. I knew it would be a good idea to do this. It's costing some money, but hopefully it's going to be worth it in the long run. Yeah, might as well do this, even though it's not full yet. We'll go at least for medium, I would say. And hopefully we're going to see quite a boost to our profits and population in just a moment. We're on 5,100. Well, I've just got another 200 there. All the residential is expanding. What about some of the commercial? Not yet, but that's okay because the demand's not very high anyway. It seems the more we expand residential, the higher the demand becomes. But no, it's going down now. Starting to get some bigger buildings in place. It's looking more like a city now. USE servers are down. I knew there's a problem with the servers. And it's typical as well, the time that I'm live streaming. To be honest, I'll probably go for about another 5-10 minutes, then call it quits, because I do want to think about starting the live stream of Marvel superheroes. I've done the first part, which is on YouTube now, and it's pretty annoying on SimCity having to keep getting my city rolled back. Hopefully we're not going to lose everything we've done here, because when we start our next live stream for SimCity, I want to pick up exactly where we've left off. But we'll get these buildings built, see what that does to the place. Look at this, 5,400. Oh, I'm loving it. We're getting some money in now. Some real money. And we need to increase medium wealth. Residential. And our sewage needs are not being fulfilled anymore. Where's our sewer gone? It's around here, isn't it? There it is, look. Good job, I've left some space just to stick another one in. Until we get a Department of Utilities down, these outflow pipes will have to suffice. But there we have it. And we need to expand our clinic also at this point. Which is, so I'm trying to remember before I open up all my maps and stuff. Okay, forget that. There it is. We'll stick some more ambulances in. Oh, I don't want to delete things. How much are these? 200 each? Alright, we'll just leave it at that for now. Hopefully that will be sufficient. Wow, I can't believe I've been going for an hour and a half already tonight. Streaming doesn't have to go quick. It really does. Well, it feels quick. But I think we've got quite a bit done. When you consider we've had 2 rollbacks as well, which, okay, didn't do a whole lot of damage, but it did eat into our time. I think we've made some good progress here. Got a pretty good city going. Maybe as we continue with the live stream over the next couple of weeks or whatnot, you can give me some ideas on how you think we should start specialising in our cities in this region. And this is the only downside I did mention earlier to having the curved roads, is that on the inside they just don't like to expand, which kind of is annoying, but it's just the way it is. You just have to sort of bite that on the nose. Oh, it's pretty. Very pretty. And we've got all these solar panels now. How's our high wealth doing? Sort of left them to their own devices, haven't we? What's this here? Ah, water's starting to become an issue. Our lone water tower isn't actually fulfilling the needs of the people. We still don't have enough high wealth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I can count 4. Do we not have enough land value here or something? Let's just go on land value. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Okay. What do you want? Oh, that's a bit big, isn't it? Want something smaller than that? That's more like it. That'll do, look. Maybe that will give us enough to build the academy next. I was actually doing something before I did that then, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. Right, okay, water. Water. How long are we off from... how far are we off from our next upgrade? Right, we need to get some education going. We haven't got any at the minute. And... some other good stuff as well. Right, I'm thinking we'll stick the grade school down here. When we're deleting people's houses in order to do so. Plonk all the bus stops down. The school bus stops. Make sure everybody's got access who wants access. Might as well stick it all around here because we're bound to have some more residential around here soon. Hey, we can build a mayor's house now. What land value does that increase? I can't actually remember. Yeah, I'm still playing. I do need to probably think about coming off soon. But I'm having fun at the minute, so we'll carry on for a bit. Have a population of 10,000. It just said I could build it. What's going on? Oh, right, yeah, it's gone now. Raises medium wealth land value. Okay, well. You can't... What? I'm confused. Where's our land value? Okay. There will do just fine. We can build a mayor's mansion later then. Okay, well we've got some education now, haven't we? Are we okay with abandoned buildings? Yeah, we're looking after things now. Right, okay. We need to build more classrooms. Let's get some more school buses and stuff. Let's sort this school out before we move on with anything. So we'll put some signs in. School buses are 100 each. I do think it's worth putting those in though. And classrooms will go for a... we need to, no, I meant ground floor classroom. We'll put that there. We'll see how quickly that fills up, and then we can decide if need be we need to put another one in. Yeah, look at this. I'm quite proud of this city. But I hope you're enjoying this live stream anyway, folks. Don't forget, if you haven't already, just to favourite the Twitch channel of mine. You don't get charged or anything to do that. It just, you know, keeps you updated with my stuff that gets put out. And if you haven't already, then please go and check out my YouTube channel. I've got a whole SimCity Let's Play going on over there. I think we're on about part 6 or so, which people do seem to be enjoying. It's quite popular, in fact, which is why I thought we'd go for SimCity on the live stream as well. Why haven't these expanded, but all these have? We do need to look at water. And fulfilling some more of this demand. What are you complaining about? You're making lots of profit, so you put a sad face out. That doesn't exactly make total sense. Right, I was checking on the score, wasn't I? Have we maxed out capacity? We won't find out until tomorrow. And where are we on the academy front? Do we have enough high wealth? Why is that still medium wealth? That should be high wealth now. Surely I've stuck all these parks in. Or maybe it's just because he was low wealth before. He still is low wealth. Okay. We'll put that in, and that should almost certainly give us enough for the academy. Where are we going to build the academy? It's going to have to go around here, isn't it? This is for our elite mega tower. I'm not going to build it. I just want to see if we've got the space. So I'm just going to get the normal mega tower, which we can actually afford. Yes, we've got the room for it. That's all I wanted to know. I'm not going to put that there, but I know we can build the elite mega tower now, because I'm pretty sure they use the same size footprints. Now can we build the academy? Yes, we can. Which means we can start getting some decent research done. Might as well plonk that there. Excuse me. We could do with the Elite Mega Tower actually, because that will allow us to have a whole host of high wealth workers to fulfill the academy. We need 200, and we ain't going to have that from these few houses here. Alright, I think we'll start with the Maglev station. Always helps with traffic getting the Maglev out. I mean, maybe we could just be a bit patient now and stick that Elite Mega Tower in soon. I'm kind of thinking we should just upgrade that road now. City, and we do desperately need to look at the water situation. Right, what have we got here? High. Okay, it's all medium density at the moment. That'll do. We're still not on the next day yet. Some of these buildings are looking pretty dirty. They're not actually, it's just shadows from the solar panels that are on the roofs. So for those who are just joining us, this is our first live stream for Simcity, Cities of Tomorrow. We started this city about an hour and a half ago, and we've expanded it and added on to it, and it's got into a pretty good state now. We're making 5,000 simoleons per hour. I do want to add another water tower in though, because we're not going to be getting a Department of Utilities anytime soon, I don't think. And that is something that is holding our city back, lack of water. So we'll get that in. We can delete it when the time comes. Hello, Tayo Co123. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I think I need to go to the opticians actually. I can barely read the chat on my laptop. I've never actually worn glasses, but I feel like I'm starting to get old now, so 350 out of 350. We definitely need to expand the school. I only want to add classrooms on one at a time though, because I don't want to be spending money we don't need to spend. One other thing I've learnt about live streaming after this little experiment today is to make sure I have a drink when I start it, because boy am I getting thirsty. Okay, we're getting a whole lot of demand. I'm not worried too much though, because as soon, look, it's medium wealth and high wealth. As soon as we stick in our mega tower, which won't be much longer now, we'll be able to fulfill a lot of that demand quite quickly as well. Right, do we need to upgrade some of these roads for our high wealth families? May as well, hadn't we? What's this on? Just get it all upgraded. Yeah, just keep going. What are we on there? Right, we just got all that in one, did we? Yep. It's all one connection. No Academy Research Project. Did we get the Maglev station? I missed it if we did. Yeah, we did. We could go for sewage sanitizer. Advanced filtration technology allows the direct conversion of waste water into portable water. That sounds good, but what I want to aim for eventually is this sky bridge, which will connect our mega towers. So I'm going to go for the Academy Level 2 upgrade. And we do need some more high wealth workers here in the academy. So where am I going to put our other mega tower when we come to build one? I'm thinking around here. Or maybe around here, look, that seems a made to measure space really, doesn't it? How's our school? Taught 550 students. We need even more classrooms then. That's top floor. We need ground floor. Put it there. Let's just, you know, max it out, shall we? Is that 900 students? 950 we can have now, potentially. And where are we in the way of funds for our first mega tower? I don't know why I went on that then. 170,000 simoleons, and we need 224, I believe. We're not that far off then. I could actually take out a loan at this point, if I really wanted to. And that would actually give us access to the Elite Mega Tower now, but we've done quite well not having to take a loan out. Oh well, it's what it's there for, isn't it? Would 50,000 be enough? 20, yeah it would. Now, we definitely want to get one going with... It's a bit annoying that it's starting with medium wealth apartment level. I guess you can't really do much about that though, can you? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to delete this thing, the medium sculpture garden, because the tower itself is almost certainly going to raise land value. And we might just be able to bring it down a little bit more then. Yeah, we can. Gives us a bit more access to the thing. Very good. Oh, got an itchy ear, one sec. Right, we need to connect the road up to it though. Yeah, like I say, bit annoyed that we've had to go for medium wealth. I'm not sure if we can delete it or not. I hope we can, but I don't want to do that just yet, I don't think. How are we on? We need a lot of medium wealth anyway, so that's cool. Oh, we're expanding. We're expanding densities. Is it just those two? Yeah, it is. Right, have people moved in yet? Yes, they have. 600 out of 600 max population. The mega towers, the only downside to them at the moment is that they do have their fair share of bugs, which can get a little bit annoying, so we'll just have to keep an eye on things. Mainly the bugs that they have include not getting satisfied with shop levels and stuff when there's no reason they shouldn't be. I mean, I'm not sure if anything like that's been fixed yet, so we'll just have to wait and see on that front. But it's making a profit now. It says it's making a loss, but it's actually making a profit of about 300 simoleons per hour, which isn't really a lot, but as we add to it, it will increase, of course. And I think we are going to add to it. We're going to stick some high wealthers in. Straight off the bat, apartment level high wealth, 3,300 simoleons per hour. Wow. Go on then, start construction. Bedroom boy, do you make a profit on the towers when fully built? Yes, the towers... Oh, we can build the road here. The towers actually generate a lot of profit when they're working correctly. Definitely. Connect that there, but we've got an annoying space now here, haven't we? A very annoying space. How's that upgrade doing? 8%, yeah. We need some more high wealth workers. But look, we're going to get those in just a moment. It's going to be 300 more high wealth individuals in the city. They're bound to want shopping soon as well. Mass transit. People want mass transit. They'll just... Whoa! Ah, I was panicking then. Our profit went right down. It's because we built this thing. But now that it's open, it's gone back up again. Profit today, 280 simoleons. And I've got a feeling the lower wealth mega tower is going to generate a lot more profit when we build that. Mainly because of the fact that it houses more residents. Because it's, you know, lower wealth, which always works that way. Right then. So people want... mass transit. We're getting some traffic issues, are we? We'll sort that out. We're going to get Maglev in, I think. In fact, we could do that now, couldn't we? I don't see any reason why not. and we can actually upgrade our town hall now. We're almost certainly going to be putting on a department of utilities. That will give us access to new water facilities and the like, which means we can finally delete these little water towers. We didn't build the futuristic ones in the end, did we? Oh well, we don't need them now. Ooh, commercial demand is very high, and residential demand is still high. Well, we'll leave that as it is for the minute. What I'm going to do is pause here. Let's just look at the water table. It's been replenished a bit. The only problem with building the high wealth here is we've built right on top of the water table. There's a little bit of water around the city, but it's mostly in this area. So we'll delete these things. We're not going to need these anymore. Delete that. Delete that. Put that. That should be okay. 1460. Yeah, it's a good a place as any, to be honest. And now I know we're going to be without water for a moment, but hopefully that won't affect our city. I did actually set up the taxes for high wealth. I might actually increase them a bit though. We had them lowered. I'm going to actually do something risky and bump those up to 13%. Bump that up to 12 and bump that up to 10. 13% is exceedingly high amount of tax. But we'll see what people think of it. Sewage isn't going too well. Whoa, 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 whoa. We've got some abandoned buildings. Well, a abandoned building. We'll get rid of that. How are we on sewage then? Well, okay, it says, although it did go yellow for a moment. Okay, well that's cool. Right, people are still complaining about education. What's this? Oh, community college. No, I'm not interested in that at the minute. Oh, we got our first skyscraper. The not quite mega tower. Our city's actually coming on quite nicely now. I do want to build another mega tower though. I probably should have, to be fair, gone for the non-elite mega tower. What's it called, by the way, the non-elite mega tower? Mega tower, that's it. I should have gone for the mega tower first because I do think it's going to generate more profit for us. How are we on the demands? We need more high wealth. That's because of the academy, isn't it? Mind you, it's almost full now. Oh, I said I was going to build a Maglev station as well. I'm a bit concerned because we haven't had a rollback for a while, and I certainly don't want one at the minute. Right, we need high wealth shopping and high wealth residential. Do I really want to spend money on that though? Yes, yes I do, because that's what the demand is. We'll go for high wealth shopping. For those who don't know, if you haven't seen the expansion before, you can build, I think it's 8 levels on your mega tower, including the crown at the top, which is a set of choices that you only get for the top level. I can't show you in a minute because it's building. But hello Eternal X Samurai, welcome to the stream. I think I've actually upgraded all the roads now, haven't I? To high density or whatever it's called. And people are starting to take advantage of that. Okay, I am going to drop some of these taxes because people are just going to start abandoning buildings and whatnot. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. I wonder what you can increase them to. I mean, it would be silly to increase them too much. We're already at the limit, I think. Drop them to 10. And I think we'll keep high wealth on 10 as well, see what they make of that. Has that been built now? See, look. A moment ago we had a terribly high wealth demand. Now they haven't got enough shoppers to make a profit. So we'll build another level. We'll go for another high wealth apartment level, I think. And now we'll look at adding a Maglev system into the city. Hopefully alleviate some of these traffic issues that we are receiving. 21,000 simoleons. I think we're going to need more money before we can start building Maglev, aren't we? Can this thing hurry up and build? Start bringing in some more profit? Would be useful. Don't forget, folks, if you're enjoying this live stream, just hit that favourite button. I'd really appreciate that. Why is this flashing at me? Stop flashing at me if you're not going to tell me something. That's just going to annoy me. Oh, look. Our industrial is going very high tech. Awesome. I didn't actually notice that. Very good. Right, okay. How's our tower doing on profit? Okay, we're making a profit on the first level. On the second level. Go away. Not on the apartment level as of yet. Not the apartment level, sorry, the mall level. Profit today minus 8,000. Are they still complaining? No. Hopefully the shoppers there are going to make that profitable. Otherwise we're going to have to close that level. Right, let's check out how much it's going to be to add the Maglev into the city. Well, the stations are 15,000 simoleons a pop, which is fine if people are going to use it. So we'll start with putting that there, I think. The good thing about this is you can build it directly over the road. You don't have to, but you can. Is that connected? Yeah, it is. So it doesn't actually take up any space if you don't want it to. Should we go around here? So just to clarify again, this is the Maglev, a new feature of the expansion. An awesome way of dealing with traffic in your city. Should we stick another station in there perhaps? Yeah, we'll just put it there, look. What are you doing? Angle too sharp, what are you going on about? There we go, look, it's connected now. That's good. Didn't know what that was about then. Anyway, let's bring this round. I don't want to go over the buildings though, because that will stop them from expanding. So can we try and cut through, do you think? Like I said, you don't have to go over the road, and these buildings won't expand anyway. Still waiting for some more money. Let's wait for another hour to pass. If another hour passes, then we can have a few more thousand simoleons to work with. I've just realised it says it's 25 simoleons, but it's not. Look at that. That's only like 3 pieces and it's 500 simoleons. Right, where's the last oh, where did I connect it to? Well, we'll put another station here. And it doesn't need to actually connect up in any way, shape or form. Just need to get a little bit more money. 5,500 simoleons per hour, and that's with our drop taxi. So I am guessing that the elite mega tower is making us some nice money now. One more. There we go. What? What just happened there? Was that a bug? I don't even know how to fix that. Okay, well, we'll leave it for now. We'll connect up again. Oh wow, this is got a bit awkward, hasn't it? How do we delete that bit of maglev? I don't like it there. It's because of the cliff, isn't it? Right, I need to start deleting some maglev because this has gone haywire, quite frankly. Right, we can delete that. If we just get the angle a bit better, I think we should be able to. That's really annoying. I do not want a piece of maglev station just sitting in my city for all eternity. That's going to drive me potty, you know. I need to remember next time not to try and build over lower terrain. I didn't even notice it had gone lower, to be fair. Oh man. Okay, that's cool, look. That's cool. Right, we'll build another station here. And actually, please build a station this time, not whatever it was last time. There we go, it has. And it's connected. Good, good. Right, leave that now. We've got some maglev going round. We've got two stations quite close in the end. That didn't exactly go to plan, but we'll see what that does with the traffic anyway. I'll tell you what, folks. I think we're going to have to call the live stream here because I'm getting thirsty, hungry, and need to go and have a rest from Simcity for a bit, I think. Not best pleased with that maglev, but we'll have to fix that next time, I'd say. Right then, please remember to favourite my channel, I'd really appreciate that. And don't forget to check out my SimCity series on YouTube. You can find the link for my YouTube channel underneath the video that you're watching. At least I believe you can. And if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel while you're at it as well, awesome. I hope you've enjoyed this stream, folks, and we'll probably pick up here on Sunday, I think. I did put it in the schedule, I can't remember what day, but whatever that says we'll do. So we'll call it quits there. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to finish the stream now, folks. See you later.